Today we have with us Betty Sutherland, the founder and director of UK Tai Chi and Chi for Children, who has studied Tai Chi Chuan since 1994 and is a senior instructor at the Fivewood School of Tai Chi Chuan. She is also a member and listed as an A-grade instructor with the Tai Chi Union for Great Britain and a member of the British Council for Chinese Martial Arts. Betty will be discussing teaching techniques of Tai Chi and Qui-Gon designed for children as a way to relax, have fun, and strengthen the body and mind. The book she has written on the subject, called Chi for Children, found Tai Chi and Qui-Gon to be a welcome addition to the classroom, gym class, or any youth. Welcome, Betty.
Thank you for inviting me along today and the opportunity to speak to you about Tai Chi, benefits it can offer you, children, and the people around you. First, I would like to start with a little to me. Initially in 1994, I took up Tai Chi for my own health. I was actually very run down and my health was deteriorating because of stress and pressure at work. I was suffering from migraines and related health issues. I tried the usual fixes, like complaining to the boss on the beat, but then came to realise that I needed something more holistic, something longer term, and some worked for me. I was then recommended to try Tai Chi, eventually to give it a go. I'll tell you a little bit about Tai Chi, which will then lead in to Chi for Children and why I wrote a book and a teaching resource. Tai Chi Chuan actually translates to Supreme Ultimate Fist and is a Chinese martial art based on the Taoist principle of yin and yang. However, it is the combination of the movements, the breathing, and the internal aspect benefits. Tai Chi itself is a huge subject, and to save time, you can read more about the history and the background in my book, Chi for Children, or have a look at my website, www.uktaichi.com. The reason that I wanted to go to Tai Chi to help my health was to try and find a means that would look towards my future health as well, not just going to the gym for a one-off gym bunny exercise. In Tai Chi, you have to immerse yourself in practice. To learn it is actually quite difficult. It's not the option. It takes hours of practice, both on a physical and emotional level. And it was realizing the benefits on the emotional level that led me to teach children. However, when I started Tai Chi, I began to notice that with daily practice, it was actually helping me in the life on a daily basis. And this is what I'm looking for in my job. When you a little bit more, when you practice, you have to concentrate on Tai Chi. You can't be doing and have I done the messages, walked the dog, or have I left the kettle on? So you're doing one thing at one time. We're all inclined to think we can multitask, and especially females, but actually to concentrate on one thing at one time and focus the mind is the intention in Tai Chi. The Chinese call the mind the manic monkey, and I'm sure a lot of you will relate to this. In Tai Chi, I was learning how to manage my manic monkey. The question asked most often when I teach or how long does it take to help me? It's very challenging and to realise that over a period of time, other people noticed that I was calmer, and I was actually with life a lot better. I enjoyed the structure and enjoyed the structure it brought to my life. And I realized that 20 minutes out each day is Tai Chi, my way of dealing with things. And from the health aspect, this is what I wanted you to understand from this webcast, that a little bit of effort on your part can actually help in the long run. Believe it or not, to learn the martial content, weapons form, to compete both in Europe and in the UK. And I have won medals in different disciplines across Tai Chi, from bronze and silver. And actually the best thing of this was to improve my confidence and my self-belief. My Sifu then invited me to teach, teaching since 1999, teaching all types of environments to people of all abilities and all ages. Now let me tell you a little bit about teaching children, teenagers and young adults. My husband's job took us from Edinburgh in Scotland, where we come from, down to Yorkshire, and I was asked to teach in a junior school during their International Week, and I was blown away with the way it just took to Tai Chi, and it was noted by professionals and sports specialists that they became calmer, more focused, and in fact their discipline improved. I was then asked by educationalists and sports specialists to take this into more schools, and from this, Chi for Children evolved. Chi for Children is a unique programme of educational Tai Chi and Qigong for schools and the community. Qigong is practiced in China for health and well-being. When I started to work with juniors and teens, I realised they had low self-esteem and also had some anger and different issues going on that were being brought into the classroom. We then realised that as they practiced Tai Chi and Qigong, their problems of anger, frustration and fear, but to name a few, actually began to reduce when practicing Tai Chi on a regular basis. It helped improve focus, concentration, and with work, their behaviour and discipline also began to improve. In fact, Chi for Children has been so successful that we now train teachers to deliver the programme in schools. However, this also has to be fun. We wouldn't do things if we didn't enjoy it. So although the principles come from the ancient arts of Tai Chi and Qigong, we teach this in a contemporary manner with fun and total commitment and involvement from the children and the teachers. In fact, you can read more about Chi for Children or purchase my resource, which is a book and a DVD with all the movements and explanations. You can purchase this on Amazon or direct from Singing Dragon on www.singingdragon.com or www.amazon.com. You can read more about or find out more about myself or my training programs on my website, www.uktaichi.com. However, I will say before we finish that Tai Chi is not the only solution or an easy option. It doesn't suit everyone, and I recognise that. And we need to practice on a regular basis with dedication and commitment. However, There are few solutions in life that work without it. Drugs don't work, as we know from painkillers, depression, any of the antidepressants on the market. They help for a short term, and I recognise beneficial, but for the long term or for lifelong learning, Tai Chi was the one for me. Hopefully, it can be the one for you, for the people you work with, kids, the children you work with, or as I said earlier, the people around you. To quote my Sifu, or teacher, Tai Chi can change your life, but it takes time. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you find it informational and enjoyable, and will now open the forum to any questions you have, which I hope I can answer. Thank you. Hi, you're asking how I began working with children. Well, it was when I moved to Yorkshire and I went into in a school, a junior school, when they were working on international week. They were looking at China as one of the countries. Thought it'd be interesting as Tai Chi. I then began to teach the children Tai Chi, and I was totally blown away with their abilities, how they could actually remember the movement. It takes quite a long time for adults, but children, they either, like Marmite, they love it or hate it. And when they could remember it, and in fact, a year later, if I go back into the school, children will come up and say to me, "Look, Miss, I can still play with the dragon clouds." Anyone else like to ask me something?
I'm going to ask a question really quick. How have you found that Tai Chi has improved your well-being and how has it improved your overall health since you've been working with it?
Right, an excellent question, thank you. I was definitely going down the route of stress-related illnesses. And since I started learning Tai Chi and realised that I can focus my mind and take myself really out of the horrible place and in my own mind to actually put myself in so therefore it relieved my stress, or my own person began to improve. How I saw these benefits, well, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't taught you if I hadn't done Tai Chi and learned a lot of the calming techniques. It's called building the bridge, and it's a little technique that everyone can do. You place the tip of your tongue of your mouth behind your top teeth. You relax your jaw, and you breathe rhythmically in through the nose, down to your tummy, and back out through your nose. So if anyone wants to try that, it's called building the bridge. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, behind the top teeth, breathing in and out. Breathing in. Rachel, try it just now and out. Concentrate on the breath. Breathing in and out. Drop the breath through your tummy. You don't want it to be up top. Drop it down to your abdomen. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Breathing in and out. Okay, if you try that for 5 minutes, feel your stress levels reduce.
How would you recommend people? How would you recommend people start to get involved with Tai Chi? where would you recommend them go to get involved?
I would recommend that they and look up for a class in their local area. Phone the teacher, discuss what they have to offer, and try and find out really the relationship between teacher and student is very important. If that doesn't work or you don't have a connection, then don't hesitate to try someone else. I always recommend to a student who may not like what I am doing, it's not Tai Chi, it might just be the connection between the student and the teacher. So that's very important. So Google a class, phone the teacher, ask them what they offer, and try and get a connection in the conversation. And see if you like it. I recommend if you don't like it, go away and try someone else. In the UK, we have a Tai Chi union called the Tai Chi Union for Great Britain. We have a website with recommended and approved. But I'm not sure if there's something similar in the States. I see that Katie's asking me, how have the children you work with enjoyed learning Tai Chi? Actually, Katie, that's the reason I keep coming back to it. They seem to take to it like to water. They have fun, they enjoy it, but at it, you see the energy levels calming down and everyone really taking fresh air and enjoying sessions. I love it. It's strange for me because I don't have children. I don't children round about me. But for some strange reason, Tai Chi journey took me to work with children, which I love. Does that?
I'm sure that that is a great insight. How have some classrooms or anything you've been working with really become, how have they added Tai Chi to their curriculum? How has it become part of either a gym class or even just, like you said, a classroom?
Yeah, excellent question. Thank you. What we're actually finding in schools is that they can use it to start the day. So they can use some more of the wake-up type of techniques, which children get themselves more used to ready to work in a classroom environment. Actually use it during a PE lesson, and they can take it up to an aerobic rate of exercise with some of the Qigong exercises we have. They're also using the benefits of Tai Chi to strengthen the bones and the muscles. Or they can actually use it coming back into classroom after lunchtime, when most children are slightly higher after being out in the playground at lunchtime. So therefore can use the calming techniques to calm everyone back down again and bring them back into a focused environment ready to start to work. So really, in schools, they're using it at all levels. We're also after school classes, including parents. So we have the Tai Chi teacher, and children all working together after school. These sessions have been extremely successful.
Is there an age that you recommend people to take up Tai Chi? Is there an age that maybe it's a little too young or that is ideal? What do you see? I mean, I'm assuming it's a large range of ages, but where do you think it's a great place to take up?
Yeah, you're right. It is a large range of ages. I say actually that I teach from age 6 to 86. Yeah, but I would say that a 6-year-old, some of the benefits from the more easier to do instructions that are in my book. For example, the Old Man Pool is a wonderful Qigong for the younger age group. But really, the best age group or the age group that I like working with is from about 8 to 12. Seem to really get the benefits and really enjoy it and come on board, join in and have a go. I also teach some 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds, and I've actually taken competition level. Does that help?
Yes, I think that helps our asker. So I'm going to leave it open in case anyone else has another question. And I would like to ask for, in the meantime, if there is no other questions, could you just wrap up, say how you hope that Tai Chi will help the people that are listening and that will be watching in the future? What do you hope that they will gain out of being part of Tai Chi?
Okay, thank you. The thing I would really like them to gain is the mental and physical well-being, the emotional well-being. In Chinese medicine, they relate your emotional much to your health. So therefore, if people in the field understand that, and especially from, then it's going to really help their health and mental well-being going forward. The skills that I offer in the book for today, they're long learning. I hope that people get this little webcast from my book and also from Chi itself.
Okay, perfect. So we have your book, Chi for Children, on our website, fhcstore.org. And like that, it's also available on major book-selling websites like Amazon and anything like that. So anyone that participated and maybe wants to read a little bit more about it and get some more specific schedule going down and see some of the study, you would check out your book, Chi for Children. And if you'd like to add anything else, you can feel free. That is perfect.
There we are, and and it actually comes from the dragon and the children actually paint their own dragons in imagination. And one little girl had an orange dragon with purple legs and orange spots. So their imagination really has created the dragon in the front of the book.
That's amazing. It's a book. We actually have it here at the office. So I would like to thank you so much, Betty, for joining us. And I would like to let everyone know that's listening, if you missed any part of the lecture or if you had someone you knew who was unable to attend, we are going to be posting this video online so people can see it later. If you have any other questions, or if not, I would like to thank you so much for being our guest this afternoon, Betty.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.